Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new Minecraft Survival Let's Play episode. We are starting our episode over here at Piggy Town and I need to get to a bed and I put my bed over here. So let's sleep real quick. Alright, at the end of the last episode I said that the next thing I wanted to do was build a vine farm. So I figured we'd come over here to our little farming district and we would set ourselves up a vine farm. And I dug out a space and I filled it with stone so I didn't have to look at any of that awful dirt. And this is where I think I want to build it, right here. And I've got, I think, the building supplies that I'm gonna need. This is actually gonna be a really simple farm design. Basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna have like a big, we're gonna have this is a like a tileable design, so we can make it as wide as we want to, but each like row of it is gonna have one big column and then like a diagonal column coming off of that, and the vines will hang down from there, and we'll walk back and forth like right here with some shears, and we'll be able to reach all the vines except for the ones up at the top that are the source vines. Those ones will be just out of reach so that we can never actually destroy those, and that way we will always have more vines in this area, and all the vines will get pushed via water over to us so that we can pick them up, which is perfect. It's exactly what we want. So in order to do that, we're going to need to, well, create the farm. And the blocks I want to use are stone and cobblestone, and then to decorate things a little bit, we're going to use some wood, like some spruce logs, and maybe for the floor we can use some oak or something like that. That's the idea. We're going to see how it works. But first, we got to get some blocks placed, like really basically. So this right here is basically what the farm looks like. The design here is that we take our shears and we come stand on this level. And this is going to continue all the way out, right? So this same exact design we want to fill out this whole area with. So this is only 1 wide right now, but it'll be 10 wide by the time we're done. And the idea being that we can't reach any of these, but we should be able to reach them as they grow down. We'll be able to come in reach of them, right? So we should have been able to reach that one. I don't really know why we didn't, but regardless, it doesn't really matter. We're going to be able to reach only the ones that grow downward, but not the ones that are all the way up there, right? And so as things grow down, we'll be able to reach them. We dig them away. The water, which will be on this level right here, we don't have that in place yet. The water, we'll bring it on top of the cobblestone walls, and because the water is on top of the cobblestone walls, now this may break in the new update, but at least for now, because it's on top, the item's going to float extra high in the water and get pushed up into this corner, and we're going to be standing right up here, up against this wall, which means the item's going to go straight through this little corner and come straight to us. But I don't want to build this entire thing out of stone. What I'm thinking is we do this piece right here and this piece. These can be wood, right? Some kind of oak wood. And then maybe, or rather like oak wood planks, and then this can be like a log, like straight across, and this can maybe be glass so we can actually see into it. I think that'd be pretty cool. This other stuff back here I think can stay as stone, and the cobblestone can stay as stone. That's all going to get covered in vines, and I think having a simple block back there so it doesn't look too chaotic with the vines over it, I think is probably a good idea. But I like the idea of changing the block for some of this other stuff. So I'm going to change over this design right here, and then we can actually start building the rest of it. Now this right here is more like what I want it to look like. So I continued out the oak and this piece of log right here, and we'll put another log right here across, and then we can start building up all this other stuff around here. It looks like it's just about nighttime though, so I should sleep. But then we can actually start working on getting this stuff all the way across and repeating the pattern all the way down. This is a really simple, easy farm. I'm actually pretty excited for it though, because then we're going to be able to get lots of vines and stuff. So hold on a second, I'm going to sleep and then we'll be right back. Our next step I think is going to be placing all of these cobblestone walls in, and then we can come through and do the stone pillars at the back, but for now we should at least get these in. I think we should have enough cobblestone walls. I've got a couple stacks on me, so we should be good there. And what was I going to say? I don't remember, but we're just about done here. This farm is going to be really simple. This might be a relatively short video. I'm not planning on doing much else with the video right now. Maybe if we have some time we may do some other things, but maybe not. We'll see, I suppose. Right now I'm just laying this stuff all the way across. I could build up one pillar by pillar, but I think it'll be easier to do it this way. Since we have the first layer already placed, this is actually pretty simple, luckily. Whoa, that is incorrect though. I just fell down. We'll have to get back up somehow. Luckily it's not too hard because we have the back of this hill here. What I'm thinking is when we're done, we can cover this thing over with grass and stuff like that to make it look like a natural hill, sort of like what we did with the other bit. But I don't know, it'll depend on how much. This thing is a little bit taller than I intended it to be, but it has to be, so we'll just have to see what we can do with it. Great, now mostly what we have to deal with is the glass right here and then the water inside. It shouldn't be too difficult. We'll take this away and go around to the other side and start working on the glass, I think. That's probably our next big bet. I've got plenty of glass. We probably are going to need a lot of it. The other thing that I want to do while we're here really quickly is just set up a couple of torches in there, at least for now. And then the same thing as the stone in the back, we're just going to build this thing up like this. We can just fill it in as we go. It's going to be nice and tall. I'm actually worried about how tall this is going to be because it means we're going to either have a very, very large hill sticking up here, or we're going to have to make it look like something else. I'm not sure, but I'd like it to look at least somewhat nice when we get done with it. Alright, well our glass wall is built, which means we are pretty much ready to go. I'd like to get some framework around it just a little bit, probably using oak wood or something like that up along the sides of it. So we should see how much of that we have. We have some. We'll start with this, and then we can use the rest of this stack if we need to. And I guess we've got more over there if we need to as well. But let's see what we can do. Oh, I gotta be able to jump though. Let's see what we can do to actually put this thing around here like this. From here, what I'd like to do now is place in all of the... I'd like to place in all of the vines. So I'm going to come across here and build some scaffolding so that we can reach all the places where we need to place the vines. And then we'll actually place them in. So we should need to place a vine here, 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 and here on every single row. Hopefully it shouldn't be too difficult. Hopefully we don't run out of vines. I didn't really think about having enough. We should just barely have enough, is that right? I guess we'll find out. Hey, we have enough with 5 to spare, and we actually have a little bit left over too. So the last step is going to be getting water in place, which will actually be sort of interesting. I'm not sure how we're going to do it. We may need to start, well, first of all, we may need to get some iron from the iron farm because I don't have a bucket on me. Luckily, we have an iron farm right here. But then we may need to put an infinite water source relatively close by. That way we can get the water set up pretty easy, but we'll see. Oh yeah, we've got some iron here. That'll be great. So we can set up, we can make a few iron buckets, hopefully, and then actually start working on getting the water in place. I started up an infinite water source right here, and I've got 2 buckets, and now we just need to go through and place our buckets like that. I've got myself a little bit of a exit built so that we can get in and out, and we can just dig that dirt block away when we're done. I just have to sort of keep track of where my water sources are. So that was 1, 2, 3. Functionally, this thing is just about done. There's not really anything else we need to add to make it functional. I've got a little bit of light in there, and I think at some point we should probably also put some maybe down here somewhere. But you can see, even though the water's all the way down there, if I do something like I throw all these dirt over there, now you'll notice when I walk through, I just picked up that dirt. So it actually, I gotta get a little farther to throw it. There we go. We can actually pick it up through this block right here like I was talking about, which is pretty cool. We'll get rid of this water source right here because we don't need it anymore. And then I think the thing to do here is we need to try to build out this little grassy mountain thing and make it look nice. I'm not exactly sure what that looks like yet, but I think we probably can. This probably isn't too big. We can make like a giant like hillside right here to hide it. I think it'll probably look okay. That's my guess. If it doesn't look okay, we will scrap it and do something else. But at least for now, I want to try doing that. Which means basically what we're going to have to do is... well, I just ran out of that. Let's see if I have more grass and dirt somewhere. Oh, I totally do. We'll be just fine. Okay, yeah, so we come through here, and what we need to do is lay down this stuff so that we can, basically what I want to do is I want to cover this thing. Just like this. So we put the grass up here, and then over all of these stone blocks, we put grass as well, so that basically we're forming this artificial hillside right here. I'm worried that if we build it out this big, it's going to be too big, so we might have to make the sides somewhat flat, and I think that'll be okay. I wanted to see if I can make the sides and actually build them all the way out, but I just don't think that that's going to be something that we can realistically do. Oh, I just fell back down again. Yeah, I don't think that's something we can realistically do, so I think we're going to have to dig this stuff away. But that's okay. It's all about trial and error, I find. It's all about figuring out what you can do and what you can't do. And I think this is something that we're just not going to do. I think what we might be able to do is fill in the sides with stone like this and see where that gets us. Because that might actually look okay. We then could maybe even take some like mossy cobblestone or even some vines and make it look, I didn't mean to place that there, make it look really quite nice. My problem with this is that the grass and the stone look too flat together, and so I almost want to make the grass stand out by one more, but then I feel like I need to have something holding up the grass. Maybe we could use some kind of fence post. Maybe some like spruce wood fences that are designed to hold up the grass from like below. I think that might be a possibility. Maybe using a combination of wood blocks, like like logs, and fences to make that work. I'm not sure. Well, let me figure it out. We'll try something out. I'm still just trying to figure it out right now. I don't know. We also have to decide how we're going to get into this thing. We might do it from over here, just build a doorway into the wall on this side. Or we could do the same thing on the other side over here. Either way, like we could just put a door right here and it wouldn't be all that difficult. I think we should definitely replace these with stone blocks though. So this is what I have for right now. I'm not sure I like it. I put the fences in hopes that it made it look like we were kind of like holding up the, the grass and the dirt with fences. And it sort of works. I don't know. I'm having trouble thinking of ideas right now. I'm wondering if maybe if you guys have any ideas, feel free to put them in the comments. I'm not really sure what to do with it. I think probably, there's a couple more places we need to terraform out to fix these giant, like this dirt right here. Maybe build the land out just a little bit farther right here, or we can replace it with stone so it looks a little bit nicer. I don't know. But we do have a door. Oh, that is not what I meant to do. We do have a door right here that we can use. And the stuff is growing. I kind of want to see what it looks like when we have it all grown and kind of see like how much stuff we can actually get from it. So I'm going to hang around for a bit and get this thing to grow entirely. And when it's done, I'll bring you guys back. And that is what it looks like, all filled in with vines. We don't have, we probably don't have enough durability here. Well, actually, we have more iron. We'll just bring that iron with us. In case we need to fill it up again. But yeah, this is pretty great. We can just go right here and fill this in, and everywhere we can reach is somewhere that is safe to dig away because we can't reach it if it's too high up. and everything we dig comes straight to us with the water. So once we get that section, we just move over to this one, and we keep going. And we've got the key is we always have to start at the bottom. If we try to go up somewhere, we will accidentally destroy, like I'll show you right now. If I try to dig this one, everything below it disappears. So you got to work from the bottom. It's a little bit time consuming to clear this whole place of vines, but I'm not even halfway done yet, and I already have more than a stack of vines, so I would say we're doing okay. Oh, I accidentally just destroyed one that lost me quite a few vines, but that's okay. I got plenty, and there'll always be more growing. That's the nice thing, is we've always got this thing set up so that more will keep growing. It's hard to get this one right here. You can't shoot from up. You got to get like the lower part of it. Make sure I get that one. But yeah, this thing's really working. I'm quite enjoying it. We just keep going up the line like this until we can't dig any further, and then we move on to the next line. And this way we can have a bunch of vines, which is good because I was running really, really low on vines. I kept needing to make like mossy cobblestone and come on, I can get this one. There we go. I kept trying to make mossy cobblestone. Oh, this one just grew. See, there are some of the other ones are already starting to grow by the time we get done. But yeah, I kept running out of vines while I was trying to make mossy stone brick and moss stone or mossy cobble or whatever it's called. I was literally like, all I had in my sorting system were the ones that were designed as placeholders. I didn't have any leftovers left. I just had like 4 vines in there as placeholders. But now we'll have plenty. We may even need to make more room in the sorting system for vines, which will be nice. Well, there we go. We got 2 stacks and 46 vines. That's not a bad little haul for one time of harvesting this farm. That's more vines than we've ever harvested at one time before. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. These shears are pretty much toast, but that's okay. What we can do is maybe somewhere over here we'll start a chest to keep some shears. We'll start a chest somewhere over here, or maybe just outside here, or something like that. Or we can even, I don't know, we'll figure it out. But we're always going to have the iron farm right here, which means we can always get more iron to make more shears, because we just got to go like this, and we've got shears again. Boom, ready to go. So, yeah, I feel really good with this. I think I really like the way this farm looks. This is probably a pretty short episode, all things considered. I think I am going to stop here. I'm still not quite happy with this, so I may play with it between episodes, but for now, I think that's going to do it. I'm relatively happy with the way it worked. We have a working vine farm now. Really simple, really easy, but there we go. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. If you did, please feel free to leave a like and subscribe. I'm going to keep doing cool stuff. This was a really simple, easy episode, but there's some big projects I'm planning to take on in the near future. So if you want to check those out, please absolutely subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can get notifications. The other thing I'm doing as of now is I'm starting to stream on Twitch. So if you're interested in coming and watching a stream, the best way to find out about the streams is to click the bell icon, because I'll always give an announcement on YouTube. That way you can know. And then also to follow me on Twitter, because I'll announce on Twitter whenever I'm about to stream. So you should definitely check that out. You can find link to my my Twitch channel and to my Twitter account in the description. But other than that, I'm going to keep plugging away at digging up these vines. In the meantime, you guys keep being your beautiful selves, and I will see you all next time. Thank you so much for watching. There I go, messing up my outro. Nobody judge me too hard.